Why the fuck do you gotta be like that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hello. I'm not wearing pants, and that's the way I like it. Okay, I'm cooking rice right now, and I got about 35 minutes until it's done, so there may be a pause in this podcast so I can turn off my rice. Thank you. Hi. Welcome back. I literally just got home from vacation last night, so I'm a pooped little puppy, okay? And even though I was exhausted when I came home from vacation last night, I'm the type of person where I have to immediately, organize and clean. Like, I was ready for bed when I got home, but I was like, no, I gotta clear out my suitcase and put all my dirty laundry in the hamper and put all my toiletries back where they belong and just get organized. Is that crazy? Maybe a little bit. I feel like probably literally no one else would do that. But I also was like, I need to film a podcast tomorrow. My room needs to be clean. I did not want to deal with that when I woke up. You know what I mean? So it almost feels like the vacation wasn't real because there's no remnants of it. I cleaned everything and organized it all and put it back where it belongs. And now I'm just oh, I'm home. It all feels like a dream. My vacation. You know what I realized though? Real talk. Going on vacation is such a privilege. The fact that I was yeah, I'm just, for a week gonna leave my normal life and just have the time of my life. What a privilege. The fact that I could afford that, I could be able to do that. I could just, you know what I mean? Coming back home, I was so grateful. And too, being able to come back to a home that, is nice. And oh, my bed, my life, I'm coming back and I have a job. And I haven't gone back to work yet. So let's see if I still have a job. No, I'm kidding. I hope so. But what? So grateful. Speaking of being grateful, I literally was so grateful to be on my vacation. I didn't, this is my notepad that I usually have for my episodes. It's empty. My brain on vacation was blank in the best way possible. I really didn't miss anything but my boyfriend. And, I forgot about a lot of things. I forgot my family had a dog. I came home, walked in the door, and I was I saw my dog, and I was oh, yeah. You exist. You're a thing. I really didn't miss anything. And I was what job do I have? What do I do on the daily? I was just having so much fun, which is I think the best thing to do on vacation, because that's why you go, to have a good time, enjoy yourself. And I was so not stressed, just so joyful, jubilant. Is that a word? Wait. Let's look it up. This is what I do on the daily. Jubilant. Jubilant. Yes. A feeling or express. Oh. Okay, Siri. No. Jubilant. Feeling or expressing great happiness and triumph. It was a jubilant. Am I pronouncing that right though, guys? I feel dumb. No, I don't. I feel dumb. I am not dumb, but I feel dumb in this moment. Words are powerful, people. Words are powerful. Jubilant. Am I saying that wrong? How to say it. This is literally me on the daily. You guys are seeing how. Okay, wait, here.
Jubilant.
I'm right. Jubilant. It was a jubilant experience. I kind of forgot everything I did on vacation because I did so much. Humble brag. No, seriously. But you know what I realized? Not to talk all about my vacation, but life in general, I think is very important of who you surround yourself with, because I've never gone on a big long vacation with just friends. If I've gone on a vacation with a friend, it was when I was younger and we went with their family to a lake house or something, and it never was just me and my friends going on vacation. I've always been with family members or family members of a friend. So this was the first time I was living it up, doing my thing, and it was so much fun. I went with 2 other friends, and I really think it made the trip. I feel if I was by myself or if I was with my family, I wouldn't have had the same experience. Not that I don't love my family, and obviously I love myself, but self-love, woo, love to see it. But I realized that, and I was oh my God, it's so important to surround yourself with people who are supportive and positive and make you feel good about yourself. Bitch, I felt so funny. sometimes I'm around certain people and they just bring out like a boring side of me or a quiet side of me. But when I'm with people who like don't make me feel afraid to express myself, bitch, I'm the funniest fucking person on a planet. Like, give me a microphone. Like, I will be the comedian of this group. Like, literally, put me on stage, bitch. Like, I'm period ready. Except when I'm put on the spot, I don't do well. If someone is like, it's the worst thing to put someone on the spot as an artiste. Mwah. Like, I remember, okay, at my old job where I promoted my vlog a lot of the customers then knew I like made the vlog. And this one lady one time like told me she looked me up, or no, she was like asking about my vlog, and I said it was kind of like a comedy vlog about my life. And she was like, oh, like, tell me a joke. Tell you a joke? Like, it's the worst thing to put someone on the spot like that. Or like when I tell people I'm a dancer and they like ask me to dance for them, like, I can't perform like when someone's just like, tell me a joke, do a dance, like, no. Or like if someone was a singer, I'm saying scene S-I-N-G-E-R. I don't say my G's, so when I say senior, it sounds like senior. God. Anyways, don't put people on the spot as an artist. Like, don't be like, oh, you're a painter, paint me something, draw me something, there's a pencil right there. Like, that's so fucking annoying. Didn't need to use the F word there, but it was for emphasis, bitch. It's fucking annoying. And not in like a mean way. Like, I get it, but like, I just can't perform under those circumstances. Going on vacation, though, has definitely made me motivated. Like, when you go somewhere that you absolutely love, California, I came back home and like I said, I was grateful. I was so grateful, but I was like, wow, I am not content with this. And not because, like, hold up. You might be thinking, because a lot of people are like, California is so like fake and it like seems glamorous, but it's like trashy and dirty and Hollywood is awful. Bitch, hold the phone. Okay, it's whatever makes you happy. Okay, and it has nothing to do with how glamorous California may seem. It is just the love of my life. 110%. You know, I feel like people say that about people. You know, they date someone, they're like, you're the love of my life. Possible. But like, tried and true, bitch, California will always be the love of my life. Not that I can't have another, but like, I don't think that will ever change. Anyways, what was I saying? ADHD. Oh, how you annoy me. Oh, but coming home, I was just like, I was so happy in California and I had so much fun and I love it there so much. And I don't think I can express that enough. And anyone who like knows me knows how much I love California. Like, I don't think there ever goes like a week where I don't talk about California. But I just came home, you know, today's my first full day back. I like came home last night for 2 hours and went to bed, but like, I'm like, wow, I don't want this for myself. And I think it takes a lot to push you to realize that. I think all of us can get comfortable in our daily lives, you know, working a job that you're working a mediocre job that you're just okay with, and it might sort of pay well, or maybe you have friends there. And, you know, like living in a certain situation because maybe it saves you money or maybe it's just like the easiest option. But when you put yourself out of your comfort zone or out of like your daily routine, I think it can really show you how happy you are with your life. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, my life sucks, I'm unhappy, because, you know, like I said, very grateful for the things I have, for the home I have, for the friends I have, the people around me. But like, I'm going to put this into the universe now. Manifesting, bitch. I also write astrology or astrological placements on my calendar. Tomorrow, new moon in Taurus. Hello. Which Taurus deals with like your home, your family, things like that. So bitch, maybe I'm moving. But I'm gonna put this out there now. That like, I'm not content with this. I want more for myself. And from this moment, actually, it was like this morning when I woke up. Like that moment forward, I was like, it's grind time, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I've been living in the same place as in state for 23 goddamn years, and it's brought me a lot of good things. It's brought me a lot of shitty things, but like, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for an adventure. I'm ready for a challenge. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad like California really pushed that out of me, because, You know, I feel like it was there. I had it, bitch. Something I'm so grateful for is my perseverance. Okay, that's hard to find, bitch. It's hard to have. It's hard to build. But, bitch, I got it. And, like, it's time. You know what I mean? I met this lady I used to work with, and she was so, like, she lived in so many places, had so many, like, experiences. And she told me, she was like, don't get stuck, you know, where you are. But when it's time to leave, you'll know. And, bitch, it's time. I know. So, bitch, that's exciting. Oh my God, manifesting that shit, okay? And I'm not just gonna, you know, I'm not manifesting as a manifestation. For those of you who, like, don't really know, or, like, don't really like it, it's not about just being, like, it's not the same thing as, like, a prayer, okay? You don't just, like, pray to the universe and then sit back and you're like, do your thing. Like, no, it's about having the mindset of where you want to be, what you want to do, and also working towards it. You know what I mean? They work together. You know, manifestation is not the lazy man's hard work. Okay, like, they coincide. You gotta do both. And, like, I'm just prepared to work my fat ass off and to get to where I want to be. Okay, and I hope that's motivation for all of you, because everyone should follow your dreams. I was talking to my friends on the road trip, and we were, like, going through a list of, like, road trip questions, and one of them was, like, what's a, like, saying you live by? And one of mine for sure is everything happens for a reason. 100%. And to dive a little deeper into that, I feel like when I used to tell people that, they were like, well, everything doesn't happen for a reason. And it's like, to me, that quote doesn't mean whatever's about to happen, oh, that happened for a reason. Like, if someone you know just got in a car crash, oh, that happens for a reason. No, it's after it happens, there's always a reason, because you learn something from it. So it doesn't mean that, like, fate has all these events planned out in your life for a reason. No, it's after the fact. You always can learn something and take away from something. That's what it means to me. But another quote I've lived by, I can't see it because my big softbox light that I invested in for this podcast is in front of it. But I have a painting one of my friends made me. And, no, just kidding, that's a different quote. But it's one of my favorite artists, shout out to Ready Set Jordan. His lyrics, which is everything a second to your dreams. And, bitch, I have always resonated with that quote. I first heard that song when I was like 14 or 15 years old, so like almost a decade ago. And I was like, yes. Like, to me, the most important thing to me and what I want so much for the people I care about is to follow their dreams, to go with things they're passionate about. Because I, for myself, think there's nothing more rewarding than doing something I love, or spending time with people I love, or going to places I love. And, like, why would you want to do anything else? Obviously, we can't do that all the time. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's hardships. There's times where you had to do things and deal with people that suck, that you don't like. But I think you should always be working towards trying to put your most time into things you actually love. And, you know, like, I just want the best for me, and I also want the best for the people around me. Long story short, love that line. It means so much to me. This trip was just, like, a reminder for me. Sorry, this podcast is all about me and my dreams. But seriously, like, oh my God, my bangs right now look like so very emo. Love to see it. We love emo-ness. Yeah, so, follow your dreams? Yeah. I want to imagine a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies. Speaking of which, I almost died on my vacation. And that's true. Oh, I'm not wearing pants, so I can't. Here, wait, let me try to not flash you guys. Do you see this? Do you see her? This little, I don't know why. Do I have a bruise here too? I think it's just the lighting. But I don't want to flash. But it looks tiny, okay? But I have this, like, a scrape, cut, and a giant bruise. And one morning on my vacation, okay, me and him went down to the beach because he was like, I'm gonna run. And I was like, I'm gonna walk. I do like running, but this week I was like, no working out for Allie. I'm gonna just let my body rest. So we went down to the beach, and We like scaled these rocks to go down to this tiny little patch where the ocean was, and I was petrified. Okay, I love to push myself out of my comfort zone. I do like to give myself a little like jolt of like fear, which is why I love crowd surfing, because I feel like it's such an adrenaline rush. Like literally you're putting your life, it sounds dramatic, but like you can get seriously hurt when you crowd surf, which RIP, because you know no concerts have been happening since COVID, but you're putting your life in literally random strangers' hands to just float you across the crowd, hoping you don't get dropped on usually what is like some like concrete or something, okay? Or like blacktop. Shout out to Warped Tour. Miss you, love you, babe. Okay, bitch, let me paint you a picture. He starts going down, and I was like coming up behind him, and then he just went down all the way, and I thought he was gonna be waiting at the bottom to be like, oh, you need a hand? Let me help you down. No, this bitch, he goes, and then it's just, I look up and he's standing in front of the ocean on the sand, and I was like, how am I supposed to get down? So I just stood up there for a couple minutes, just like frozen, because I didn't want to fall, and then I waddled my way down a little bit, and then after a certain point, I was like, there's no way I can get back up by myself, so I just had to go down. Mind you, I was wearing Converse that are like 7, 8 years old. So, bitch, those have no traction, like nothing. No grip, nothing. Might as well have been wearing fucking slippers. And that wasn't even the scariest part. Going back up was so terrifying. That time he helped me because I would have not got to get up by myself. But like my leg like scraped a rock. Let me see. That was one of the most terrifying things I did on that vacation. Was I happy I did it? Yeah. Would I do it again? I don't really know. I literally, while I was down there, I was like, oh my God, we're going to have to call 911 to like get us back up because this rock is so steep. This is like the only picture I think I have, but okay, look at this. Do you see how like, bitch, like those are rocks. Those are sharp rocks. Like they have a little bit of a slant to try to like climb down them, but to get to that little baby part of the ocean, like we just fucking scaled like those rocks and was just chilling down there. Like, was it beautiful? Absolutely. It was serene. There was like no one else around us, and although there was like, oh my God, in this picture, you can see in this picture, there's a little surfer down there. But like, I don't know how these surfers got down there. Also, that would be exhausting. Like scaling these fucking rocks, like there had to be another way down there, because scaling those rocks and then surfing for however long, probably a couple hours, and then climbing back up with your surfboard, like either we were just dumb and we could have took a way easier way to get down to those rocks, or like those man, I also really want to surf. I feel like that'd be fucking dope. I've always wanted to surf, learn how to surf and skateboard, because I think it's just one like so difficult and so challenging, and bitch, we know I love a challenge, but also like so cool, bitch. Okay, one day too, we woke up at like, funny story, okay, my friend, while we were out there, he was also like, I'm running a half marathon, what up? And so all three of us had to wake up at 3:30 in like Bass Lake, California, which is in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, all the way north, because we went everywhere in California. And we drove him to his marathon to this parking lot, and then a shuttle picked him up, drove him to the race, and drove him back. And we were like, my other friend, she pointed out, she was like, we could have just, like, he could have drove himself, took the shuttle, and then took the shuttle back and drove back to our hotel. But instead, we all three woke up, and then we drove him there, and me and her just, like, laid in the car for 3 hours. Would I do it again? I don't think so. But it's, like, it's a good experience. Like, it's a funny story, the fact that, like, we woke up, and I literally, you know how, like, when you sleep, your body, like, realigns, like, it realigns your spine and, like, your digestion and, like, your brain, like, kind of, like, clears out, like, the shit you took in that day that you don't need anymore. My body didn't get the chance to do that. So my back was, like, we drove so much the day before, so my back was just, like, tight and in pain. So I literally, like, crawled to the back of, like, the rental car we had, and I just, like, laid in the trunk. I couldn't stretch out my feet fully, but I just laid enough to have, like, my spine straight and flat, because, woo, she was tight as a you know what. I'm trying to remember other stories on vacation, even though it feels like a blur, because I really don't know anything else to talk about, because I was like oblivious for a week, which again is such a privilege. But I didn't look up any news articles. I barely even read my astrology apps. I know, a shocker, okay? I like sent my dad some pictures, you know, talked to my boyfriend here and there, but like I literally like had no, I was just chilling. I was vibing. Even if I like posted on social media, like I post on social media for me because I like to have a collection of things and like I like to see memories when they pop up. But and like also it's kind of what I need to do to like promote my podcast and whatever. But I would just like post like off social media. Like I was disconnected, bitch. As cliche as that is, bitch. I was just living fucking life. And it was great. It was amazing. If you can afford to go on vacation, especially like post-COVID time, and listen, I know it's still COVID time. You know, it's better. There's still COVID restrictions everywhere you go. You know what I mean? People are still cleaning more, social distancing, wear your mask. Like, it's not like it doesn't exist unless you go to Florida. So, like, I think it's safe travels. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's okay. So if you have the money, take yourself on a vacation. Because, bitch, after COVID, we all goddamn deserve a vacation. My race is about to be done in 41 seconds, so we're going to take a momentary pause so I can use the bathroom and not burn my rice for my lunch. Okay, BRB. Okay, my rice is good. It's not burnt. Part of me wants to apologize for how much I've talked about my vacation, but I'm like, no, I'm not sorry for it. I literally had so much fun, and the only thing I'm sorry about is that you weren't there, because it was a fucking blast, and it taught me so much, and I even realized, like, the area I like better, because we went from like Southern California all the way to Northern California back to Southern California, and I was just like, once we left Southern California, I was like, I miss my home. Like, it feels so much like home to me. Northern California is a lot more, obviously the coast goes along the whole thing, so there's always the ocean, but the Northern California is just obviously colder, and that's air quotations if you're just listening to the audio, and a lot more mountainous, and it was just not my vibe. Mountains are pretty, mwah, love you, appreciate you, for like Mother Earth did her thing, but like I love the ocean, I love the beach, I love city, civilization, like that is where I thrive. So going back to Southern, I was like, ugh, what a relief, like this is where I want to be, bitch. I did the one funny thing that actually happened. Like, we went to Big Sur in California, okay, which is Northern California. It's along the one. Need to know how to get to Santa Monica. If you're in West Hollywood, take Fairfax, the 10 to the 1. Bitch. I remember that since I was 18 and I first went to LA. It's a little embarrassing, actually. But, so we went to Big Sur, and it's like this big national park, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. But, like, on the cliff of this ocean, okay, I'll find a picture if I have it, was just cows. Like, they were just chilling on the cliff, and they walked up their little tiny booties to the cliff. And we were just like, why are those cows literally on the edge? Like, they could just drop so far into the ocean. And I was just looking at them, and I was like, what if we just all of a sudden saw all the cows up there just, like, run and jump into the ocean? And then they just started swimming, you know, just like doing the backstroke. And my friends were like, we thought you were going a different way with that. Like, we thought you were about to say all the cows were suicidal or something. And like, but could you just picture like cows running off a giant cliff, jumping into the ocean, and then just like, what up, like fucking backstroking through it. Like, right here, cows were just chilling. Like, also, like, look how beautiful that is. And it's still the beach. Like, I get it, but I'd rather be on the beach than, like, looking over the beach, knowing I could, like, fall deep to my death at any moment. Okay. Guys, I think that's it for this podcast. I know it was probably a short one, and I'm sorry. Not sorry. Like, I talked about my vacation the whole time, but, like, I really did just have, like, the time of my life, and I'm so happy I went. I feel like I learned so much about myself, and that's one of the most valuable things you can ever receive is, you know, experiencing something that teaches you something about yourself, because, you know, I feel like it's kind of a hard thing to figure yourself out, you know? Anyways, thanks so much for listening, and next time I promise I'll talk about something more than just my vacation, even though this is my podcast. So, like, if I want to talk about myself, Oh my god, which that reminds me, literally, like, I talk about my ass. This is my ass. I talk about my ass and my tits all the time because, hello, self-deprecating joke, I don't have tits, so, like, beat other people to the punch. And, like, my ass has gotten so great, so, like, why wouldn't I talk about it? But I didn't know Big Sean had a song that was ass and titties. Maybe I knew that years ago, but one of my friends played it on the trip, and I was like, how come you didn't show me the song sooner? Especially because just a week ago, he was like, Allie is so obsessed with her ass and titties. And, like, hell yeah, every woman should be. Bitch, God's gift, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, ass and titties. Ass and titties. Ass. Okay. Thanks so much for listening. Hope you liked it, enjoyed, whatever. Whatever, like I care, you know. Guys, if you liked it, click the like button, get that engagement up, subscribe, hello, because I know a lot of you probably still aren't subscribed to the channel, and if you're watching, why aren't you subscribed? Doesn't make any sense. So click that button, share, I don't know, give some feedback, comment, tell me what you liked about this. Until next week, see ya, bitch. Oh my god, something so sweet, side note, while I was there, this like guy was walking across the street just fucking rapping, doing a scene in West Hollywood, and like I smiled and waved at him, and he was like, yo, and I was like, what a sweetie. Just gave me the peace sign. Peace and love to you and you and you. Okay, bye.